Welcome back to the Pro Brick exclusive channel. If you haven't subscribed, do subscribe, ring the bell, and like and share the video if you're happy with it.
I'm officially done with dating right now. I deleted my apps, taken a break, but I figured I would share some of my best, worst stories that I have. One weird one was I went on this date for like 7 hours with this guy because we could not stop talking. We were vibing so well. Called him a few days later and he was like, "Hey, so good to hear from you. I'm in a really loud bar. Let me call you right back."
I'll just hear what you want to hear. I'll just say what you want to say.
I never heard from him again. He never responded.
Because he didn't like her. She had no idea he didn't like her. He wanted nothing to do with her, and she says he could have been dead. Doesn't that tell you something, girls? Like, wake up.
To any message or call I ever sent again. Like, I'm pretty sure he died, but I don't know his last name.
He didn't die. He just didn't like her.
After my second date with someone, the guy texted me and asked me to rate our kiss from 1 to 10. And this guy loved
Well, that's a bit desperate, isn't it? I wouldn't be doing that. Obviously, that's a sign of you're not sure what you're doing.
Me so hard. He was like, "You're my dream girl. How are you single? Like, I could marry you."
Never tell them you're a dream. They're your dream girl. Never puff them up, guys. It's not going to pay off.
Obviously, I felt for all of it. I think I ever heard from him again.
Yeah, she did fall for all of it. And do you think she ever heard from him again?
Nope. And one guy that I was dating for like
just because somebody says they want to marry you, they're just saying what they think you want to hear. And these women are so easily misled. Guys, that's why these people are pulling out of the dating marketplace, because they're not valued. They're not valued. Women are not valued. They don't make themselves valuable anymore. There's always some fucking underlying issue or something going on, and men are just going, "Nah, I'm not spending my time or wasting my time with you if you're not prepared to deal with what we really need to deal with." She hasn't mentioned one thing about herself that possibly could be the problem.
Asked me to give him a ride to the airport, and I was like, "Okay, sure." Found out he was flying to Ohio to meet another girl. They know how.
See, you can't make this stuff up, guys. Honestly, are these really? Can you make this stuff up? They're putting themselves out there. They haven't got a clue who these guys are. They're meeting good guys here and there, and they're kicking them to the curb, and they're going after these bad guys because it turns them on, and they're ending up in the gutter. They're ending up lying there in the kitty litter with nowhere to go and with no self-esteem and confused and not sure about how it all works and where they're going to end up. But I've got no sympathy for them. I just haven't. If they're not going to deal with their lack of discernment and foresight, they can end up where they end up. And that sometimes they could end up dead. They meet the wrong person. Guys and girls, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for more of this content, and like and share the video.
It is time to give up on dating. That is it. I'm done.
I bet you this woman's been married. I bet you she's walked out on the husband. She's gone looking for the Chad, for the bad guy that's going to turn her on. Obviously, the hubby or whatever's happened has collapsed, died in the arse, probably from drinking or drugs or whatever. She looks like she's in pretty good nick compared to most of them. She's definitely not a smoker or a drinker herself. And she's not a young woman, but she just can't fit into the dating culture, because this is what people have got to understand. If you have a person that's a good partner and they're functioning properly and they're meeting your needs and they're satisfying you the way they should, and you're taking that for granted, you get what you deserve. You go out and get what you deserve. That's what's going to happen to you. And this woman obviously has been banged, ran through, tried the carousels, fallen off the carousel into the dirt. And this is how that, guys, we're getting to see behind the scenes. This is happening to hundreds and thousands of women every day, because they've had good men, they've kicked them to the curb, they've gone after the guy that makes them seem to think it's going to be worth it. They're getting banged, ran through, and it doesn't mean any or equal anything. Because they've taken the value of themselves, their conscientious value of themselves, away, thinking that their lust, letting their lust guide them, and it actually misleads them.
I will never fit into this dating culture, ever. And here's 3 reasons why. 1, I don't multi-date.
Yeah, and neither do I, and neither should a lot of these women. But the more you listen to the content on these social media apps, she's one of the few that's not encouraging the women to get banged by as many guys as they can. And they get on here and boast, and I've done this, and I've done that, and I've treated this man like shit, and I've done, at least this woman's got a bit of dignity about herself. The problem that she's having is she can't find the one man. She's probably already had him, and the arse has fallen out of it. And people don't realise the psychological effects of swapping and changing. You devalue yourself every time you do it. And that's why it's important not to get caught up with fucking people that have issues. Because their issues will take you down. And then you've got to rebuild yourself and start all over again and end up like this woman.
I can't multi-date. If I'm dating someone, I won't continue swiping, looking for the next best thing. You have my full attention. I'm not talking to multiple people and putting this into some form of competition. That's not my...
But that's also, a lot of Sheilas say it. You'll go out with a Sheila and she'll tell you all this. And she'll have 3 or 4 guys fucking orbiting around her for her to monkey branch onto if the arse falls out of it. This is the crap that these women are saying, because women are monkey branching, ready to monkey branch at any tick of the clock if the arse falls out of things. I had a bird, and she 2 or 3 days later was getting banged by somebody else. I never would have thought. Didn't worry me one iota, because these days you just expect it. And they're only damaging themselves and picking up the scraps. But can you really believe this bird? Is she believable? She's not
my
a bad
style.
woman,
I can't do it. Secondly, I don't ghost. Why? Because I'm an adult and I can actually have a conversation and explain how I feel quite clearly.
Oh, that's fantastic. You've got to give it 10 points for that.
3, I don't play mind games. I don't play any form of games. What you see is what you get. I won't blow hot and cold. You will never be in doubt with how I feel about you, and I like the same back. See? I'll never fit into this day. It is time.
Well, she sounds like a woman with a bit of integrity, and they're far and few between, and she's obviously been rolled off the carousel, or at least jumped off the carousel, because she's realised there is no moral or integrity for most of these people. They don't want to fix things. They don't want to make a clear pathway for the relationship. And most people are getting smashed and banged up, and this woman's saying, no, I'm not doing it. I will not ever go on a dating fucking site again. I'd rather go up to a Sheila and she tell me to get fucked than put my nose out there with those people on there, that zoo, horrible zoo, and just be a piece of meat. And I don't advise any of you to do it. Get the courage, get your fucking masculine frame in order and your courage back, and go up to these Sheilas. Mate, these guys, these women, guys and girls, they're tired of it. Most of them are tired of it. Some are playing the game until they get completely broken. Their conscience is wrecked, their heart's wrecked, their spirit's gone, and they're fucking like empty tombs with corpses and bones lying in them. Inside them, they've had it. A lot of people, if you're genuine, you go up to them, they're going to respond. Everybody's looking for something if they're not got a partner. And most girls will say, oh, I've got a boyfriend. Or I remember going down the waterfront once and I approached this girl. This is quite some time ago. And she said, oh, my boyfriend's just out in his boat chasing the motor. And I said, oh, that's nice. It's a good spot here, blah, blah. They don't care. They'll tell you what's going on. But I was kiteboarding once and I spotted this bird walking along the beach with another bird, and I thought, she looks all right. Kiteboarding, doing 20k or whatever out in the ocean. Come in, hit the shore, ran up to her and said, take my phone number, and she took my phone number. I was banging her within 2 days. She didn't work out. She had some real, again, children problems that I didn't hang around for. Screw that. But that's how easy it is, guys, if you've got the courage to do it. Have the courage. Women aren't. Don't be frightened of women. They're not that fucking scary. Guys, subscribe, ring the bell, like and share the video. We'll finish with this one.
So when men finish, what they do is they tend to stop, even if you haven't finished.
Oh, not in my case. I don't know what men she's been with, but I don't stop until I'm told.
know, they'll stop there because they're tired. So when a man reaches,
Honestly, guys, this depends on who you are, what your skills are, what you know about woman, your duration, your ability to. I like exploring women, so I'll do it for hours on end. So I'm not sure what she's talking about here.
reaches the finish line, his natural instinct is to stop, relax, and recover. You know, absorb the moment.
I really don't. Honestly, I've never done that, guys, in all of my time from the age of fucking 8 years old. I've always entertained the girl until she's asked me or said, I'm tired and I've had enough. Not sure what this bird's talking about. One girl, I'll tell you, back in third form, high school, come around for the school holidays, and she'd turn up at 7 in the morning and she'd go home at 6 at night for 2 weeks straight. We were in the garage, fucking just into it. And I don't understand what this Sheila's talking about.
He will actually have less energy than before he started. Whereas a woman, when it's her big moment to finish, she'll do that and she'll suddenly have a ton of energy because her natural instinct is to start cleaning the house, you know, get ready for this child she's going to have, get into gear, mum head is on. And that's the general difference. And that's why he's not actually being rude when
he's fucking being rude. He's being lazy. Oh, this Sheila would be a good catch. Fuck, she wouldn't know I'd hit her if I got hold of her. And I say that respectfully. I'm not saying that boastfully. I don't understand what this for. Well, I don't understand what she's saying. And I tell you what, most of the women I've had, they don't get up bouncing fucking around by the time the session's finished. As a matter of fact, it's the opposite way around. They're the ones lying in it and enjoying what's taken place. From my experience, I'd love the Sheila to get up, you know, here and there you will if you've had a quickie or whatever, but for the most part, my birds, they absorb it all and go to sleep. And I think that's the object of it. Why would you want a Sheila to fucking get up and have to do shit after you've been banging for 3 or 4 hours? Or, you know, whatever. I suppose first thing in the morning, an hour session in the morning or something, yeah, you got to get on with it. But for the most part, no, I don't know what this Sheila's talking about.
Stops after he's finished. It's just because he's very, very tired. So
or he could be fucking lazy. He could just, you know, couldn't care less. And with a Sheila like that, you'd fucking entertain her for hours, wouldn't you? Hey, thanks for coming to the channel. I hope you've enjoyed this. Subscribe, ring the bell. And guys, just quickly before I go, you know, if I could share the facts with you, my women would tell you, you know, they know what they're in for when they come to be with me. I take it real seriously and I enjoy it. So you fucking blokes that are falling asleep and all this sort of, you might want to take a look at yourself. Because one of my sayings is, I'm the man that you don't want your wife to meet. Not that I'm into that, but it's true. Oh, you don't want your missus to come and play with me. No. It's not going to be good for you. So this is Pro Bricky on the Pro Brick exclusive YouTube channel. Subscribe, ring the bell, like and share the video, and we'll catch you on the next one.